Hey guys, welcome to Spectral Tarot. Today I am doing a monthly energetic pick a card for May 2021. So we have three options here. We have Group 1, which is the Lapis Lazuli, Group 2, which is the Green Aventurine, and Group 3, which is Rhodonite. So welcome to my revamped channel. If you have come here from Readings by Beat, welcome back. If you're new to Spectral Tarot, welcome. So I am changing my name. I'm rebranding. So thank you for sticking with me. Yeah, I'll put all my information down below if you want to book a personal reading or if you want to check me out on Instagram. I'll put all that info down there. Yeah, so let's get into it. So what's going on for May 2021? We'll start with group number 1. Okay, group number 1. Let's see what's going on for you for May 2021. Again, this is a general reading, so please just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. Okay, group number 1. You feel stuck. You're like in the middle of a transition, and I feel like you feel trapped. With the Ocean card coming up, I'm seeing this wave come in for you. This wave can represent quite a few different things. It's funny because I did a full moon collective reading, and the imagery that Spirit showed me was Timberwolf Falls, the ride at Canada's Wonderland. And in that ride, you get wet. When you go down the big hill and the wave comes back on you. And in that reading, there was like some astrological signs that were in the boat, kind of like sitting, waiting for this wave to happen, like climbing up that part of the roller coaster, feeling trapped, knowing that the wave's coming, but understanding that it's just passing through. And I feel like you guys, group number 1, are in the boat. You're kind of like ramping up on the roller coaster, waiting for this wave to come in. For some of you guys, I feel like this is a transition between jobs. But for a lot of you guys in group number 1, this is like your whole way of being. This wave that's coming in is washing away something like yucky. Ugh. That's the only word that I can think of that can describe this energy. It feels just so when I see this this card with the dark water, that means it's very deep water. And at the bottom, it's almost like the water hasn't been disturbed in so long that there's like this sludge. And I know this imagery has come through the collective readings before, but especially with this full moon in Scorpio that just happened, I feel like this wave that's coming in is so big that it's reaching the bottom of that reservoir that we have in our souls. And it's really just flushing it all out. With this eye and the color in this card too, I'm seeing the third eye chakra like opening up. And it's almost like pulsing. So I don't know what's going on here with your intuition. I feel like this is very emotional energy that's coming through. It's almost like everything that's happening around you right now, any situation or issue that you come up to, you feel the loaded weight of this emotion behind it. It's not just like, oh my gosh, my hairbrush is stuck in my hair and I'm freaking out about it and I'm so so frustrated about it, but there's all this emotion that's backed up, and it's almost like I'm seeing someone trying to brush their hair and the brush is stuck, and it like someone's just cry sobbing and they're just at their wits end. And I feel this like a lot if you are a parent. I don't know, there's this wave that's coming in. I'm gonna get another card, but Spirit really wants you guys to understand in group number 1 that this wave is just passing through. This feeling of being trapped, this 8 of Swords energy, a feeling like you can't move forward but you can't move backwards, and you've kind of gotten set up in this predicament. And I almost said you set yourself up, because a lot of the times the 8 of Swords is like holding ourselves back. We put ourselves up in this position where we feel like we're safe and we can't get hurt. But for group number 1, I feel like some of you have put some, like, you've put some swords up there, but there's a lot that life is throwing at you right now, and Spirit's like, yeah, we've put some of these swords up here to kind of like push you in this direction. And again, we're seeing this imagery of the moth and the butterfly, like this sense of being trapped is just a passing feeling. It's temporary. I'm going to pull another oracle card just to see like what's going on this May. How is this energy flushing through? What is this flushing out? Magic is immediate. I love that. Okay, so group number 1, this is flushing out a lot of these kind of energetic cords that are holding you back. I feel like in the bottom of your ocean, I'm seeing a lot of, that's weird. It's like the kelp or the seaweed, and it's almost like this last time you've dipped into this ocean of emotion, the seaweed has grabbed your legs, I'm seeing, and always with the Harry Potter references. But I think it's in the 4th one. Yeah, when he's in the Triwizard tournament and those things grab his legs and he gets pulled under. That's what's happening. But it's like this wave that's coming in is releasing you from all those kind of like low vibrational energetic cords that are holding you back. And now I'm also seeing, you know, in Little Mermaid, when Ursula has all those mer people like imprisoned in the little like poor unfortunate soul song. That's all that's coming to my head, and they look like these little creatures, and they just, that's what I'm seeing with this 8 of Swords energy. And that wave that's coming through, it's almost like it's taking out all that energy that's holding you back, and the feeling is going to be immediate for you. You're going to immediately feel this relief coming in May. Whatever just happened in this last full moon, if you haven't watched that full moon reading, please go back and watch it. There might be something there for you, a message there, because this magic is immediate card. I'm like, holy, okay. So like as soon as those cords are released for you, and I feel like you've been working hard on releasing those. And again, I feel like it has to do with your third eye, your vision of yourself, your relationship with yourself, how you hold yourself. But this is affecting a lot of different areas in your life. You can feel it rippling out in your job, in your personal relationships. Like it's just, this has a hold on you. But I feel like by the end of May, you're going to be in a completely different energy. And it's almost like what you wish for comes right away. Talking about the energy that we're in coming after this 2020 shift, magic is immediate, karma is immediate, like it's, everything happens right away. There's no time lagging. If you ask for a sign from Spirit, it will usually happen within a few days. Like that's how quick the synchronicities are right now. So I feel like as you unravel this energy during May, it's a really good time for you to just, but start thinking about what you want to manifest coming this summer and coming into 2022. Instead of kind of like staying in this energy, I feel like it's good to start planning what you want, because once this energy passes through and you get kind of like, you're able to stretch out those wings and be like, whoo, Spirit's like, okay, where do you want to fly? And I feel like you might be a little overwhelmed at the end of May with either decisions, or like I see you kind of standing there looking at many different pathways and you're like, what the fuck? It's almost like the complete opposite of the 8 of Swords. It's like the 8 of Wands energy, which I'm getting with that wand, and the magic is immediate. It's almost like, boom, okay, lightning strikes, let's go. You're there to fly, but you're like, okay, now where do I go? Where do I go? It's like when I see kind of like on Sex and the City, on a show like that, where you see one person complaining that they have no options, and then the other person complaining that they have like 3 guys on the go and they don't know who to pick. And they're like, well, that's not an issue. And I feel like that's kind of like the two extremes. Not, it could be that, who knows? But that's the two extremes of where you're turning. And I feel like this full moon that just happened in Scorpio is really digging in deep to all that like gunk at the bottom of this reservoir of your soul. And it's just like cleaning it all out. Okay. Group number 1, I think that's all I'm seeing for you for May. It feels really great. So as you're in that boat, if you know what Timberwolf Falls is from Canada's Wonderland, Spirit's just saying hold tight. Like, you saw the sign getting in the boat saying that you're gonna get wet, but it is just temporary. You know, you get off the ride and then there's the whole rest of the park to explore and have fun on, and it's going to be a sunny day, so your clothes are going to dry within 2 hours anyway. So Spirit's like, just sit tight. Even though it's like just a little longer in this energy where you feel trapped, it's so worth it for when you get to spread those wings. And I feel like by the end of May, you're coming into that energy and you're going to be able to manifest what you really want. But again, make sure you're preparing for that as May rolls out, because it's going to be quick. I feel like once June hits, it's like boom, boom, boom. Everything's happening all at once for you, group number 1, which is great. But again, coming from this energy, it can be a little overwhelming. So Spirit's like, make sure you get your wish list out. So that's awesome. Okay, so group number 1, I hope you have an awesome May, and we will see you next time. Take care. Okay, group number 2, let's see what is going on for you for May 2021. Okay, we have the Stone, we have the 10 of Swords, and we have the You Wished for this card. Okay, so that's a little opposite. Okay. I'm hearing like the blessing and the curse. With this 10 of Swords, this is, to me, in my opinion, one of the most painful cards in the tarot. Some people think it's the 3 of Swords, the heartbreak card. But the 10 of Swords, it's like this weight. It's this feeling of betrayal. And I feel like it goes beyond just feeling betrayed by, you know, someone in this lifetime, like in your physical world or something. It feels like you feel betrayed by spirit, whatever that is to you. Again, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But it feels like you feel betrayed by spirit. Whatever's been going on, I would say, like with this 10, it feels like the last 10 months. So this could be related to what's going on right now around the world. Whatever like circumstances you are in right now, it feels very heavy, but it also feels like you don't feel like you deserve this. You're like, what the fuck did I do to deserve this? And it's like anger. I'm feeling very angry right now. Like, why is this happening? When I pulled the Stone card, that was the first card I pulled for this trio. As soon as I saw that in the middle, I was like, okay, this is very much a Princess in the Pea scenario. If you've had a personal reading by me, you might know about the Princess in the Pea analogy. That's probably why the green stone. I didn't even realize that, but yeah, so that's the pea. But the Princess in the Pea story, it's like the princess can't get a good night's sleep because there's a pea underneath all her mattresses. And even though she keeps on adding mattresses or foam toppers, pillows, everything, she still can't get a good night's sleep. And the mattresses can represent many different things. It can be like weight is one thing that I see for a lot of people. I'm there, I've been there. For some people, it's their wall, their emotional wall. They don't let people in. There's so many, and now I feel like I can't breathe. Whatever this is, whatever this P is that you've been trying to, it's like a pattern, and I see it keep on repeating for you. Group number 2, and because of the you wished for this card coming out, it's almost like we're getting deep here. I'm seeing they're handing me the soul contract. So when I see a soul contract, it's almost like this was planned out before you got here. In some way or form, however that resonates with you. Like, just when I see that contract, it's like, okay, this has been planned. It's almost like you've planned with spirit to be pushed to the brink to be able to figure out what this P is. And it's almost like spirit knew your soul wouldn't give up. You keep on trying, you keep on building, you keep on adding stuff on. And that's what I'm feeling with this 10 of Swords. It's almost like these swords that you thought were like protecting you or helping you, it was just like adding on to the pile. For some of you guys, this is like a relationship pattern that you've been in. It's and it's based in this like abandonment with spirit. You feel abandoned by spirit. And every sword that you've tried to like cover yourself up with, you're like, okay, no one will see me, no one will see me. But this burden that you've held is so heavy now that spirit's like, okay, now they can feel it, they want to let it go. Group number 2, May is going to be a big month for you. I feel like you are finally finding that P underneath all those mattresses. You're finally figuring out what those mattresses are that you've been piling up for so long. I'm going to get another oracle card because I want to see what's going on. Ooh. Yeah, spirit split. So you're at a crossroads. You're like, I can't keep going down the same path anymore. And this has been divinely freaking planned between you and spirit. You're like, I wished for this crossroads. I needed to get to this crossroads to be able to make the right decision. With the spirit or split card, when you split, again, you're trying to protect yourself. I'm seeing a bunch of cells like multiplying over and over and over again, but it's almost like there's not enough room. And now I'm seeing that P like multiply. So I feel like you've been on this cycle for a long time. Again, this 10 months, but I also feel like this has been, if you resonate with past lives, many times, or like it can be 10 relationships or something like that. Like you've been at this crossroad many times, but like this lifetime, spirit's like, this is it. And you are finally being like, this is it. Like, I'm done with this. And I feel like you're finally choosing in May. And you're healing this with spirit. Specifically, it's not with anyone else around you. It's with spirit. Wow. If it's your birthday month, if you're a Taurus, or if your birthday's in May, I feel like this is something that is like karmically cycling out on your birthday. My birthday's in May, so I'm like, are you talking to me? I'm gonna have to rewatch this one to see. But if your birthday's in May, they're like, this is your wish granted. And I'm seeing with the 10 of Swords, the 10 is the end of the cycle in numerology. So I feel like you're starting back at number 1 when June hits. So you're ending a karmic cycle. Depending on like what age you are, I feel like some of you guys in group number 2 are going through your Saturn return. So if you're around 30 or 60, your Saturn is probably in Aquarius and it's coming back to its return right now, which is this 10 of Swords energy. It's almost like the rug being pulled out from underneath you and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, this isn't not what I signed up for. But Spirit's like it's happening for a reason. And I feel like as this month unfolds, I feel like each week it's almost like you're pulling out more swords and you're like, what the heck? What the heck? Whatever situation has brought you to this point in this lifetime, Spirit's like, it's time. And you feel it too. I don't know why I'm seeing the Deathly Hallows with this. You can tell I've been watching Harry Potter with this symbol here. Which I feel like it's almost like I'm hearing the trifecta. Like this is your last tool that you are learning and getting. I don't know why this is coming out so weird. It's almost like I'm seeing like an item screen, like Zelda. You can see all your weapons, all your tools. You have like the little bottles you put the fairies in and stuff. I feel like you are getting the last of 3 very important tools for you this lifetime, and you have 3 contracts. Like this is the last one between you and Spirit, and you're like, once you have that last tool, you can finally start building. And that's what that energy that you've been wishing for is coming in. You wished for this. It's almost like you had to tear down what you had before to be able to build what you truly want to and need to in this lifetime. And I know this is a very general, kind of like deep, broad message, but I feel like it affects you in so many different areas of your life. There's like no point in Spirit in going into these little details because it's so deeply ingrained in you. It's such a deep soul lesson. And yeah, with this bull, I feel like there's Tauruses watching this. So if you're a Taurus, I'm a Taurus, so I'm gonna have to rewatch this, especially with the stone energy too. The stone is very grounding. It keeps us kind of like tied to the earth. So it's almost like where did I hear that the other day? Someone was saying like seeding the light into the earth. So you're almost like grounding that spiritual energy finally and getting that last tool to be able to use it and figure out which direction you want to go, which I feel like you already know which direction you want to go. You've had your eyes on that direction for so long. But what you wish for the most scares the shit out of you the most. Wow. Okay, group number 2. I don't know why I'm seeing like group number 1's reading flash before my eyes right now. So if group number 1, if the lapis lazuli stone caught your eye as well, maybe go back and watch that group number 1 reading, because yeah, there's like a connection here with that, like what you wish for is this like thing you're scared of the most. It's that energy. Okay, I think that's all I'm seeing for group number 2. I hope this helped. I hope your May is good, and we will see you guys next time. Take care. All right, group number 3. Let's see what's going on for you for May 2021. This is a general reading, so again, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay. The Mother. We have the 8 of Cups reverse. And we have an offering. Okay. There's something here about the nest and the feather. There's like a bird. Something about birds. I'm seeing a feather tattoo. That's weird. This card is all about, the offering card is all about signs. In the book, I'm pretty sure it just said if you're looking for a sign, this is it. With the mother card, I'm going to actually pull this card up in the book, and I want to read you guys a little part of the description that she writes for the mother, because it is really, just her wording is really on point. This is the Archtypes deck by Kim Krans. So this is the mother card. This part, the mother both nurtures and prohibits growth. She gives, yet clings. She creates, yet restricts. Amid this complex energy, the mother holds the key to the eternal challenge of love. So there's this, like, I feel like group number 3, you're trying to control, or you have been, I shouldn't say you are. You have been trying to control something that's going on in your life. An external situation, whether it's a person, a group of people, even something as big as like what's going on in the world right now, globally. It's like you're trying to control. I see you just trying to like reach and grab everything, trying to prepare. And again, with this nest, it's almost like you're the mother bird trying to prepare. But something keeps on coming and like blowing away your nest, but you keep on coming back and repairing the nest. But Spirit's like, there's something about this nest that's not like for your highest good. One sec. I'm going to pull another card. I want to see what you're walking away from with this 8 of Cups. Because I'm like, what's going on with this nest? Woo! With this nest energy. Okay. So this is the money, 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 bitch card and the trash magic card. So I feel like this does have to do with finances and abundance. You are walking away from a job or a situation that has really been holding you back. And this is the sign to say you, like, it's time to walk away from that. God, there's so much going on for this group number 3. There's something creative I'm seeing with this mother energy. I keep on seeing, it's weird. It kind of comes up like an anatomy painting, but it's like the uterus. And so I'm seeing the womb, and it's all orange. So it's like the sacral chakra. And there's something there that has been wanting to like come out and be explored in the physical world for you. And this is very creative. When I'm seeing this trash magic card, it has to do with like bringing those dreams into, I'm seeing onto paper, into like 3D material. And this is something that's going to bring you money. May feels very like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know how to explain what I'm seeing here. May feels very, I'm hearing the word goodbye, but I'm seeing good and I'm seeing bye. It's not just bye. So it's like this bittersweet energy of like out with the old, in with the new, a very quick transition for you, but it has to do with the way you're controlling your internal world, but also your external world. It's like you're finally realizing the rope that you were using to build this previous nest is actually a snake. And when I see that snake energy again, you're shedding that skin. But there's also that energy of very like cunning wisdom energy. I just keep on seeing this as a sign to leave, like a sign to leave. You've tried to control your environment, it didn't work. And once you leave, even though it looks like you're like moving into a new tree where you have to, I'm seeing this bird like just using random shit for their nest. But it's going to work so much better than what you had before. And it's bringing you the abundance that you've been looking for and wanting and feeling like you should have. I'm hearing ancestral abundance. So this, like, I don't know, there's a craft. I'm hearing craft with this trash magic card too, that there's something that you are meant to be making and doing and creating in this lifetime that is something that's passed down from your ancestors. And they're like, you are supposed to be reaping the benefits from this. And this has come up quite a few times in my personal readings. So I feel like this is a really important message right now, especially coming into May, being Taurus month, which is, I'm so biased with Taurus because I love Taurus. I am a Taurus, but I feel like it's like that drive energy. Like in Aries, you get all that inspiration and that fire that's lit under your ass. But when Taurus season comes, it's like, okay, I want to do something about it. It's almost like you can feel that money hanging in your pockets, but you want to spend it. And it's like that energy of like, okay, let's make this real. With an offering card, I feel like spirit is offering you a gift. There's something coming in and you are going to look at it and it's almost like it's too good to be true. So you don't trust it. And this is part of that kind of like previous nest energy that you were in, like not trusting who you're around, too scared to leave. But when you finally do, you were anxious and you come back and the wind came and blew everything away. Like there's that, it's like that pattern of just being stuck. And now I'm seeing this hand in here too. It's almost like if your hand's too busy being focused on the nest, you can't create, you can't make, you can't fly, you can't do what you were supposed to do in this lifetime. And the signs that are coming in, ask spirit for signs. If you really, I feel like a lot of you in group number 3, even after hearing this message, you're like, but what the fuck do I do? What is this? Like, ask spirit for signs because they're there like waiting to show you. Literally, they will give you signs. I saw somebody post on like Instagram about how he's been just collecting random playing cards throughout quarantine, just that he's found on the street, and he almost has like a whole 52 set. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. So on my walk to work, I'm like, hey spirit, like show me a playing card on the ground. And there was. I was walking down freaking Bank Street and there was a freaking, I can't even remember what it was because I was in a rush, but I looked down and there was a playing card and I'm like, ooh, thanks spirit. Like it was literally 3 hours later. And now I'm seeing a card from one of the previous groups, magic is immediate. So we're coming into that energy where spirit is there waiting to help us create our dreams right now, because what we're creating is helpful to us, it's helpful to others. It's like bringing that unique, authentic version of ourselves out. We are living our soul's dreams out instead of our ego's expectations. We're making that switch, and it's a huge switch, but you will be able to feel the energetic difference of how less fatigued you're going to be when you're not worrying about that nest so much. And I feel like whoever's been coming in, there's that snake around there. So I feel like there's someone in your nest or was in your nest that kept on fucking shit up. It's almost like you had to like sweep up after them after they'd walk around. But that energy is leaving, and May, you are leaving that energy and walking into something that's so much more fresh and bringing you so much more abundance. money, 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 bitch. And again, like with the slot machine, there's opportunity that's coming in that seems too good to be true. Spirit's like, take a risk on this. Take a risk on yourself. Because right now in this energy, nothing is too risky. Like, what are you risking? What are you risking? Literally. Go for it. Because this feels so, like, such a clear message. Even though it was so hard for me to get out. At the base of it, it is so I'm hearing cut and dry. So yeah, cut and dry. There might be like copy of it. I don't know what it is about this crafting that you're supposed to be doing. So get on it. Okay, group number 3. I hope the message resonated with you, and I hope you have a great May, and we will see